My name is Daniel Mayer. I'm the President CEO of the Chapman Cultural Center. The Chapman Center has several venues that provide opportunities and space for ballet, theater, visual arts, the whole community to gather in our downtown Spartanburg location. The Chapman Cultural Center has served the community for over 40 years. I joined the Chapman Cultural Center in February 2023. The Chapman Cultural Center is a funder, a venue, and a programmer for the community, providing a wide range of arts education programs, over 100,000 square feet of venue space, and grants that serve the community through general operating support that makes all the difference in how the arts in our community thrive. Diversity, equity, and inclusion is important to me because it tells me that I am aware of what's going on around me, aware of my community, and I'm engaging with my community and with my friends and family in a way that listens to them and hears what they have to say. The relationship with equity over everything has a formal and an informal component, and I value both because the rapport with Aisha really enables us to do our work more fully and to really answer questions and approach the work from a perspective that we're solving problems and building something together. Aisha has an ability to come in and make you feel comfortable. And it's not because she wants to make it easy for you, but Aisha's an excellent active listener and really listens to what you're saying and then responds and understands where you're starting your journey and brings you further down the path. There's not a right place to start and a wrong place to start under the way Aisha runs the trainings. It's really about meeting you where you are and getting a commitment to move forward. And that commitment to move forward is where you start rather than at a prescribed place. And that really creates a personal approach that makes all the difference.
What were some of the benefits that you've seen from working with Equity Over Everything and having the equity audits?
I think there was a great benefit to us in being explicit about equity and accessibility and learning more about equity, looking at equity through multiple lenses. There's an intersection to our work in equity, and we needed to understand that. And Equity Over Everything really gave us an opportunity to explore that intersection and to understand that equity can mean many things to many people at many times, and it's all valid, and it still all needs to be prioritized, and you need to make progress, and how to be mindful of the progress, and at the same time understand that there's not an ultimate end goal. It's really just about continuing to move forward.
I really want to be hard on the policies, practices, and procedures and easier on the people so that they can help change those policy, practices, and procedures and feel empowered. Were there any unexpected benefits of the audit, maybe on your team or something like that?
Well, everyone in our office thought that an audit was about programs and what are we doing externally. And really the first learning from the audit is that it's both external and internal, and it's about a variety of your internal processes and how can you move your internal processes forward. I think that gave everyone sort of an interesting place to start with the audit and with the results of the audit in terms of what are our job descriptions, what are our job notices, what are our personnel policies, how do we interact in a staff meeting. It just gives a lot of practical steps that we could take internally that created a comfort that we could look at both internal and external, not just one, but both of them and the relationship between the two.
So many executive directors get nervous about having an equity audit. How would you say you use equity audits in your work as a diverse, equitable, and inclusive leader?
I think you have to understand that equity is a path and that you're always on that path. So it's not a matter of whether you've done enough. It's a matter of whether you're always doing more. And so what I saw as the audit's opportunity was to challenge us to see what more we could do, but within the context of where are we coming from. And that's an individual journey, but that's also an organizational journey. And it's something that we need to do both collectively as a group and as teams of departments, and then as individuals. And doing an audit provided an opportunity for people to look at their own views, their views in connection to their job responsibility, and then in relation to what we do as an organization as a whole, and our annual goals, both to serve the community and also as an employer and working with your team and fellow employees. I've worked with Equity Over Everything on 2 audits for 2 different organizations, and it's always a new approach, a new result. I think that one difference is that some staffs are very skeptical and some staffs are very welcoming. And I think it's a matter of breaking down barriers. And the barriers are not where you expect them to be. The barriers can be with people who need to establish trust with you and with your company. And then the barriers can be with trust in the process within the organization, either because you've done work in equity before and laid groundwork, or you've done work in equity before and created a promise that was not fulfilled. So I think that often is a difference, is what work have you done in the past and what progress have you made? Because it's not enough to say you want to do work in this area. You really have to walk the walk and continue to make progress and not just create a statement. You really need to look at all aspects of what you're doing, and Equity Over Everything enabled us to do that in 2 very different ways.
I'm Aisha Adams, and I am the principal consultant and founder of Equity Over Everything. At Equity Over Everything, we use trainings and consulting in order to help conscious leaders inspire their staff to move forward, cultivating diversity, equity, and inclusion.